Robert Fleck needs just one more FA Cup goal to equal a Norwich record, but despite scoring 18 this season, he hasn't managed a goal in his last 5 games. And 5 matches without a goal now too for Alan Shearer. Southampton's top scorer also has 18. He travels to Czechoslovakia with England on Monday. Also in that England squad is Matthew Le Tissier. He returns at number 7 after serving a 1-match ban and replaces the injured Mickey Adams. Otherwise, it's the side that won at Main Road on Sunday. Southampton's only defeat in their last 15 games was here at Norwich in the league, and they haven't let in a goal in their last 5. Which doesn't bode well for Norwich, who failed to score in their last 4 matches. They recall club captain Mark Bowen in place of the injured David Phillips at number 11, and at number 10, Chris Sutton, who's just 19, keeps his place in attack. Oh, that would have been a whirlwind start for Norwich City, and the 19-year-old Chris Sutton, who's made a big impression in recent matches, goes close in the first attack. Now they scramble it clear, and it's a free kick. But Le Tissier bent one in there that fooled everybody, including his own players, I think. They've had so much joy with the kicks up to the central defenders, and Le Tissier here curls it right in, and Mark Walton sees it come back off the bar. And then there was an infringement in there, a Norwich player was fouled, and they escaped. Ruddock. This is Le Tissier. Cockrell puts it inside to Horn. Oh, it's Newman! Fine save by Tim Flowers from Rob Newman. There wasn't a goal in the first match. Oh, Paulson's clearance, and Cockrell, corner. They were diving in front of the shot, the Norwich players. They didn't get the flick on, so it's, oh, Butterworth involved in a scuffle with Dowie. And now the game threatening to get out of hand. It's always been on a knife edge, this. And Butterworth, who's been at the heart of it for Norwich, tangled with Dowie. And referee Ashby, who's booked 3 Southampton players already, has gone to his pocket again. Ruddock! It's in! Southampton have taken the lead, and they all go to Neil Ruddock, who came in at the near post. What drama we've got here at Carrow Road. A barnstorming first half ends with Southampton's Neil Ruddock claiming the goal that puts them in the lead. Well, the corner curled in by Le Tissier, and Ruddock just squeezes that inside the near post. And they've got Fleck coming up in the middle, and Goss, and Fox. Oh, and how did Sutton miss it? It's come out again to Woodthorpe, and there's the header against the bar, and Goss goes in, and Fleck, and there's an appeal for handball not given. And Norwich can't believe they haven't scored.
The permutation of semi-final venues is now settled. Sunderland will play.
That's Fleck again. Ruddock on his knee. Fox. Wide again to Bowen. Sutton offside. Flags up. That would not have counted. And off the ball stuff here. Le Tissier and Fleck. And there's trouble. There's real trouble here. Le Tissier had a go back at Fleck, who instigated it really. And the referee goes to his pocket, and if he saw what I think he saw, Le Tissier is in big bother. Referee Gerald Ashby, who booked 3 Southampton players before half-time, is now having to deal with Le Tissier. It's a red card. He goes off, and will that mean a ban from the semi-final if Southampton go through? Matt Le Tissier, back in the team tonight after serving a 1-match suspension, is now off again. Great goal! Great goal! Rob Newman. Beautifully taken by the number 9, and well made too by Norwich City, whose supporters are delighted with the equaliser. Lofted in by John Colston from the back. Chris Sutton, a good header inside, but look at that on the volley from Rob Newman. A beauty, which gave Tim Flowers no real chance. And Norwich City are back in the tie. 54 minutes gone when Newman equalises. And Southampton now up against it in more... Not that he missed, but what a goal it might have been. Just tried to plant it in that far corner, and it was so close. Good cross, Newman's there, Sutton! Good save by Flowers, had to come, and did. And the crowd trying to raise Norwich's game again. Goss. Colston. Always been left on the ground by Horn, but play goes on. Here's Beckford! And there are bodies all up. Oh, and the shot! Somehow stayed out! And again the Southampton got bodies in the way. Anyway, I think a hand was used. Kevin Moore got the ball away from the line, but I have a feeling Beckford handled that. It's been crossed in by Jeremy Goss, helped on by Butterworth. Well, did he? I don't know. The hands went up for an appeal. A free kick was given. Fire. It's Norwich 1, Southampton 1. Letitia sent off, but the 10 men have forced extra time. Tim Flowers has had some high moments this season in goal for Southampton, especially in the FA Cup. And there, when some goalkeepers might have tripped the player, he took the ball. Colston. Oh, Horn put the foot in now. Barry Horn did what Letitia did earlier. He kicked out. In frustration, probably more than malice, but it's still a kick. And now Southampton in more trouble. They've already had Letitia shown the red card for something very similar. Now, what's going to happen to Barry Horn? I think they may be down, unless they're careful, to 9 men. Yes! He's off as well. Whatever they may say about the provocation, you can't kick out. He was pulled, there's no doubt about that. He was pulled around. But there is a foot which the referee saw as stamping. And Horn goes off to join a procession of Southampton players who've been in trouble this season. And now, in extra time, they're down to 9 men. Red cards for Letitia and Horn mean that Ian Brandfoot's team have lost 2 players in the heat of this cup tie. At left back, still Bowen. Beckford! Great save by Flowers. And here's Goss once more. Culverhouse. Sutton on the far side, well placed. But again, we'll find it an achievement, I think, in this period to get very far into the Norwich half with any of their players. But they can possibly hang on for a penalty shootout. Here come Norwich trying to make that irrelevant. It's Fox. And the linesman is flagging, he's given a corner. Newman's there, it comes out to Ian Crook. It'll go back to Fox again. And Sutton and Beckford and Sutton! Surely Newman! How did they keep that out, Southampton? The goal line is having a charmed life against... He wants more movement up there. Here's some from Butterworth. Beckford. Goss! Jeremy Goss! Great save! And off the line again! How have they survived, Southampton? It's Crook, and it's wide. And I think Alan Shearer, number 9, Jeremy Goss had the first effort, that's true. But I think Shearer might even have been the man on the goal line to save Southampton yet again. Here's Goss. Didn't quite... Good save, Flowers. Newman's there. And is that Shearer back there? I think it is. To his left. This is Bowen. Beckford. Goss! Oh, and the header by Sutton. It's gone in! It's there! Norwich City! Sutton! And they get off the bench in excitement, and the crowd are jubilant here. Well, it was an unusual goal in the end that got it, but perhaps it had to be something unorthodox. Bowen crossed the ball in, Beckford got there, Goss had a shot, and Sutton looped a header to the one place where Flowers couldn't get it. The keeper had his arm up for a kind of offside appeal. Jeremy Goss's shot miscued, and if he was offside, well, the referee has showed a yellow card. They're protesting again on the far side, and Cockerell, the captain, is booked. And Norwich City are in the semi-final of the FA Cup for the second time in 4 seasons under David Stringer. And it was a long, hard way to get there, but they made it. And Chris Sutton, 19 years old, only a few days ago, will make the headlines not just in Norfolk tomorrow, but elsewhere as well. Because his header in extra time gives Norwich victory over a Southampton team that hung on with 9 men, having been their own worst enemies really prior to that. We're in the lead at one stage in the game, but it's Norwich City who go to the semi-final. They go off to find out who their opponents will be, and if they find it's Sunderland, it'll be a repeat of the Milk Cup final of '85. Dave Stringer will be a popular man in Norfolk now. Norwich City 2, Southampton 1.